One of the big steps to apply for colleges at Lake Zurich High School is to properly fill out the transcript request form. These forms are located online and also in the counseling office on the front desk. I'm going to go through each part of the transcript request form to make sure that you know what you're doing. The top portion is pretty self-explanatory. It's all information that you already know. Today's actual date. You are the class of 2019. Your full name and your date of birth. Put in your counselor's last name, either Ms. Pupolo, Dr. Lehigh, Ms. Beata, Ms. Thomas, Mrs. Rosenack, or Mrs. Wood. The earliest deadline that any college can ask for your transcript to be submitted is October 15th. The most common deadlines are November 1st, November 15th, December 1st, and so on. ASAP is not a deadline. Be sure you are prepared to get your transcript information in on time. By signing the transcript request form, you're giving us permission to send your transcript to the colleges. At this point, you really need to know what kind of transcript is required by your institution. So start the application process first. Knowing what kind of application is being used will determine on what kind of transcript you ask for. Since many seniors are turning in more than one transcript request form, and each counselor has at least 80 seniors, make sure that you give your counselor 15 school days to get this information done for you. Weekends don't count, holidays don't count, so remember 15 days in school before your deadline date if you want your transcript in on time. Colleges use a variety of applications. One of the most common is the Common Application. Almost 800 schools use the Common Application in order to apply for the university. If you are using the Common App, please mark the Common App. There's another application which is a few years old now called the Coalition Application. The Coalition Application is a selective school application that more and more schools are starting to utilize. There are only 4 schools that 100% only use the Coalition Application: the University of Washington in Seattle, Virginia Tech, University of Florida, and University of Maryland. Some colleges like to use their own application. That is great. A lot of times they will still need an official transcript, but many more schools are now doing something called self-reporting. You put in your own grades, your own classes, your own scores, your own GPA, and no transcript is required. However, we would still want you to mark self-reporting college before you turn in your transcript request form in order for us to track your application and for your counselor to have idea if they need to pass information on to any other school. Here's an example. The University of Iowa uses 2 types of applications. They are members of the Common Application, and they also have their self-reporting application. Depending on which one you use, please mark either the Common Application or self-reporting application. Some colleges have more than one campus. For example, University of Illinois. If you're applying to University of Illinois, you need to tell us which one. Is it Urbana-Champaign, Chicago, or Springfield? Same with the University of Wisconsin, University of Maryland. So if you're applying to University of Illinois, Chicago, make sure you mark Chicago for us. If you are an athlete and are going to be playing at an NCAA school, you will need to send NCAA a transcript. If this is something you would like to do, please mark on the transcript request form that you'd like a copy sent to the NCAA Eligibility Center. And then also give us permission for every college that asks about it. We can send them a transcript as well. At the bottom of the form, there's pretty much only going to one thing you're going to mark off. You want an official transcript. Sometimes recommendations or counselor pages are required, but most likely those are going to be sent off electronically. Transcripts are free at Lake Zurich High School. The only thing we require is that you fill out one form for every college. Even if you're applying to 5 schools through the Common App, we want 5 forms, one for each university that you're applying to. If you have any questions throughout the process, please see any of the counselors, and we'd be happy to help you. Good luck on this great time of year.